In this video, we're gonna show you how we take grass like this and turn it into something like this. Good morning here from Berkeley, Michigan. Here building a brand new koi pond with Bebo, my brother Jared, Oscar the Grouch, and the Pond Father.
What's up, Mr. Sam Bates?
Well, anyway, the first thing we had to do is rip that grass out. All right, the grass is all ripped up. Time to dig the pond. We've got the Pond Father working on a treated lumber retaining wall. The retaining wall gets built in an L here. The soil gets lifted up, and then that's the top of our waterfall down to a stream into the koi pond. Hey, I'm going to the store, guys. Quit goofing around. No. I'm not expecting much. I'm just kidding. Those guys are the best. Sonny over there helped us dig our hole for the skimmer.
That's a nice hole.
Hi, Sonny. Oscar and I got the Savio skimmer set. Bebo was trying to ruin that clip.
Who asked?
We've got Jared moving our mound. As you can see, the retaining wall is going up, and so is the soil. In the pond, we've got a 12-inch shelf, we've got a 24-inch shelf, and we've got a 30 to 34-inch deep spot. So Oscar made an oopsie. I'm just kidding, it wasn't his fault. But the pond was a little small, so we made it bigger. Now it's the exciting part. Underlayment's going into the pond. Some of you might be wondering, what is that underlayment used for? So what this is it's a fabric material. It's pretty thick, and what it does is it acts as a protective barrier between the ground, any rocks, sticks, and anything else that might be there. A Bebo could be there, I suppose. Anything that's under, don't poke holes through the liner.
Big pond.
It's big ponds.
Big pond, they're after us.
Aren't we big pond? Liner's going in the hole. Woo! That's a big Bebo. We put a little bit of water in the bottom of the koi pond just to hold the liner in place and help us get wrinkles out of the pond. Right, Jared? All right, we're starting day 2 here on the koi pond build in Berkeley, Michigan. We've got some sand and cement to make concrete, but we'll see. It looks like the weather might have different plans for us today. And we brought a skid of stone. Oh gosh. We've got the Pond Father working on one of the most important parts of a koi pond build. It is the skimmer bond. What's really cool about this brand of skimmer in particular, you don't need any adhesives in order to make a watertight seal. All you have to do is make sure you have a flat surface for that faceplate to bond against the skimmer itself, which is under that liner. We'll show you later. We've got Jared walking a giant and putting stone across the driveway. That thing's heavy, huh? Laying the rocks out is personally my favorite part because it's like a puzzle that has, I don't know, a million different answers, and you get to decide, or I get to decide. And Jared and Pond Father, you know. We're not this far yet, but a question that we get a lot, especially on TikTok, is why do we use concrete on a pond? We can stack rocks this way, but there's no way they're gonna stay there permanently without some concrete holding them together. What do we call that thing you're putting in, Dad? A chase. We run a piece of 1.5-inch flex tubing between the rocks and the concrete, so if you ever want to put any lights or anything else in, you can slide your cords right through that pipe into the pond. We always try to pull out some cool round stones to keep for the waterfall. Now you take your concrete and we dump it behind to lock everything into place. But you gotta do some stuffy. Now that the back pouring's done all the way around the koi pond, we mix up some thicker concrete so we can actually stuff between the round rocks and sometimes even in between the flat rocks. Looks like the rain's coming in, so we're gonna take that extra rubber and we're gonna fold it over all of our masonry work so the concrete stays dry for the night. Today is the start of day 3. We're gonna start working on the waterfall. And today we brought along Brendan. What's up, dude? On this project in particular, we are gonna be using a pressure filter that is not gonna be dug in the ground. It's gonna be hidden behind the retaining wall. Around the corner here, we have dug a trench, and we're gonna bury a plumbing line from there all the way over to the skimmer that the Pond Father's hiding. Concrete's going down for the drop stone. Nice. Drop stone is getting dropped into place. Look at that. Guys, hey, come here. This thing's gonna be wicked cool. What? We'll wait till it's running. Oscar, you missed Waterfall Day, dude. I cannot wait to see this one run. With the different elevations in this pond, we have to build the retaining walls and the terraces, which actually makes it kind of cool because you have separate planting beds and it gives it a little bit more texture. Now it's time to trim down the liner. So what you do is you cut it just a little bit extra over the waterfall, and then you fold that liner back. As you can see that fold here, the liner is coming here, folding back, and then you prop it up with soil and mulch. We've got Oscar laying our caps in concrete. See it under there? Liner's getting tucked on the waterfall, so it's really starting to take some shape. Right, Jared? Since Oscar's taking so long on the concrete work,
What'd you do all day? Shut up.
my brother Jared picked up a bucket of mud, and now he's laying some rocks too. It's tomorrow for us, but later in the video for you. When this waterfall gets running, I'm gonna get excited. What about you?
I'm already excited.
Did he seem excited? I don't think so. What do you think, Jared?
I think you can hide it.
All of the grass has been ripped out on the back side and this side of the pond to create a large flower bed. We've just arrived on the last day of the koi pond build. Time to get it cleaned up. Oscar's getting the pond backed out. I'm getting some landscape fabric all the way around the pond, and then I gotta work on the flower beds as well. It's mulch time! I apologize, everybody. I did miss a couple steps. That would be my fault. Don't hate me. But here is the pond up and running.
It's awesome. I like it. I like it. It's awesome.
Head down to the comment section for us and let us know what you think. Oh. We mulched around the whole pond. We used a couple spare stones just to make a couple stepping stones here. Look down the barrel of the waterfall here, and we'll take an up-close look right now. Our header pool up there fills from the bottom, and then we've got it rolling over this stone. Oscar had set a couple small stones there just to tune the waterfall to get the water to go which way we wanted it to. As you can see, we've got the whole thing filled up. It then goes into this header pool, overflows down a small stream, and then into our koi pond. Now let's get into how does this pond exactly work. First, we'll start in the skimmer. So we take our lid off. Inside of the skimmer is this basket. This is gonna catch any leaves or anything. You can see there's already one kind of sucking in there. That is to pull floating debris off the top of the pond. It then gets trapped in the skimmer basket. Water comes to the left and to the right around the back. It gets pre-filtered through one sponge. Then our pump picks it up, shoots it through our plumbing, and then we'll take a walk around to where the filter is. Over this way, come around with me real quick. We've got our 7200 pressure filter here. This is our inlet. That's where the pump is leading to. This is our outlet. It then comes through a notch that I cut in the wall. We covered up the pipe with a rock. It fills up our header pool, and then it runs on down with all the action. Thank you to everybody who made it to the end of this video. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you found some enjoyment, maybe some entertainment, or maybe even gained a little bit of knowledge about koi ponds from our video. If you want to see more content, please consider liking and commenting on the video. And if you really want to see more, you might even hit that subscribe button. We hope everybody is well, stays well, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.